Welcome to the channel Learning R is Fun. In our previous videos, we have seen the reach of R in various domains and what is R all about. In this video, we will see installation aspects of R programming suite and RStudio IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. Then we will get a brief introduction to the RStudio. If you type download R in the search bar of your browser, you will get the links for Comprehensive R Archive Network, in short CRAN. The screenshot shows the link for downloading R 4.0.2 for Windows. If you have other platforms like Linux or Mac, you can visit the main page of this site instead of Windows base page to find appropriate download links. When we select download R 4.0.2 link, then we'll be led to the page where the actual download link is available. If you have questions about installation, you can visit the FAQs to read the answers to your queries. Now we'll get back to the downloading. On clicking the download hyperlink, the download begins. Once the download is complete, you can proceed to install the R programming suite, accepting the defaults. You may like to note down the folder R installer is choosing to install the code. Two shortcuts will be created on the desktop as shown on the screen. R x64 4.0.2 is the link for 64-bit machines. On selecting this link, RGUI will be launched. RGUI opens with a menu bar and a console for interactive R coding. You will see the standard boilerplate text and a prompt where you can make your R code and execute them. You can use the menu bar and open file menu and open a new editor window and write programs. The main difficulty with this is RGUI will keep opening windows for new scripts, plots and so on. In any case, RStudio is definitely a better option and we'll proceed to download RStudio now. In our videos, we will follow the RStudio environment, which is versatile and provides us with a ton of tools. So we will not explore RGUI further. A search in the browser for download RStudio brings up rstudio.com download page. Once you select it, you are led to the products page. We need to scroll down and select RStudio Desktop free version. This takes us to the actual download link highlighted in a blue box. It is important to note that we need to install R to make use of RStudio. So we can download RStudio using this link first. The download will commence immediately, after which the installation may be done accepting the defaults. Now we will launch RStudio and have a brief introduction to it. RStudio IDE provides a menu bar and 4 panes by default. R loads the previously stored session to begin with, populating these panes. At present we see blank because I have not stored anything in my previous session deliberately. The first top left pane is the editor area. Editor is for writing R scripts, that is programs, and saving them. We will make a script helloworld.r. At line number 1, we will type #helloworld.r. Hash symbol is for telling R that what follows up to the new line is comment and not to be evaluated. In the next line, we type within double quotes hello world. In R, characters and character strings are required to be specified within quotes. That's all. We have made our first script. We can run the script selecting both the lines and typing Ctrl plus Enter in Windows PC. The script is now transferred to the console and executed. R prints hello world in the console. Congratulations, you have written and ran your first program in R as per convention of executing hello world program the first time. We can save the script using File Save menu option or using the icon. More tabs can be opened and closed. If we want to deal with more scripts, we can use File menu or use other methods to open a new tab. The left bottom pane is the console. Console area is for writing code interactively and executing them. Output of commands will typically be displayed in the console as we have seen for Hello World. Now we can use the console for some interactive work. We will type some arithmetic to start with. Let's type 23 plus 45 and enter. We get the result in the next line. R shows number 1 in square bracket before the result. You would have noticed the same for Hello World output also. This would be clear in the next video. Similarly, we can make more calculations using arithmetic plus minus multiplication and asterisk symbol, that is multiplication symbol, and division using forward slash symbol. We can create objects using assignment symbol given by less than symbol followed by hyphen. Let us create an object fruit and store orange in it. Fruit, assignment symbol, orange within quotes. Let's enter. Next prompt is shown. It means R has no complaints about the statement. The right pane on the top has 4 tabs. In the environment tab, we see the objects we create while executing the commands. We can see the fruit object there. The history tab stores all commands executed in the current session. We can see all statements executed in the console. The connection tab shows the connections we have established with other data sources. The tutorial tab is a new addition in RStudio which provides a lot of useful stuff for learning R and exploiting the features of RStudio. The RStudio features tab code completion and live help for function coding. This is available both in the editor as well as in the console. Bottom right panes typically has 5 tabs. Here we see the default pane on top shows files in current working directory. We can change our current working directory also. The second tab is meant for the plots we draw as we do the coding. The third tab shows the packages installed and loaded into the memory. Packages are collections of functions ready-made so that we can make use of them after installing and loading them into the memory. Help tab gives access to enormous amount of information and help examples. The Viewer tab is for viewing local web content such as web graphics generated using packages like Google Viz, HTML widgets, R charts, even a local web application created using packages like Shiny, Rook or OpenCPU. All these panes can be resized or closed and opened as needed using View item in the menu bar. We can also have the console on the left and console on the right and show the whole screen with one particular pane only using shortcuts. RStudio has a ton of features. We'll use them as we go along with our videos. In the next video, we'll have our first session about variables and data types in R. We'll also see some cool features provided by RStudio to enhance our coding experience. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.